guys, welcome back to Blog Fix Friday. Blog Fix Friday is my quick Friday vlog where I share a trick or a tip that will hopefully improve your blogging life. So this week a couple of people have asked me recently what evergreen content is. So I thought I'd just give you a quick rundown on what it is, what the term means, how it can be important to your blog, and a few examples of evergreen content. So quite a quick video today, but I thought I'd answer that question. So evergreen content is content that is as valuable and informative 3 years down the line as it was on the day it was written. So it's content that doesn't age, it doesn't date, and it always provides that really good, valuable information day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out. You get the picture. So it's never gonna get dated. Yes, you can update your evergreen content. Maybe you've learned something, and you can go in and update that content, but it's kind of pillar content that will be on your blog for a long time, and it'll always get hits, it'll always get traffic if you've done it properly. So I think evergreen content is really important for that reason. So you can invest, maybe it takes you a little bit longer to write that evergreen post, that really meaty, lovely evergreen post. Now it doesn't have to be a certain length, but quite often you find that evergreen posts are a little bit longer because they're not just your thoughts on the day. They might be, we'll go into the types in a while, but they might be a little bit more informative. So it might take you longer to research that, to structure it, to put it all down in a blog post. But the ROI, the return on investment, now the investment in this case is your time to create it, is much higher. So you'll get much more page views, much more page views going forward, because it's not just a flash in the pan. It's not a comment about a news article or something about your family, which, you know, when your kid's 10 years old and you wrote about them when they were 3, no one's going to be that interested in that post at that time. So it's evergreen, it's always valuable from the day it was written to, you know, weeks or months in the future. So that is what it actually is, and it adds value to your blog because of that recurring source of traffic that it will provide your blog with. If you've SEO'd your post properly, obviously it has even more benefits. So people will always be able to find it on search engines, and it will be a good investment of your time. So I'm just going to just outline a few things I've written down here that are evergreen type posts, and then hopefully you'll be able to go away and write your own evergreen content. Now, not every post on your blog should be evergreen, but if you want to set up a blog that, you know, is growing in traffic, and also people tend to link back to evergreen posts more than they'll link back to non-evergreen posts. So there's more chance of someone linking to it if it's kind of an informative post that will always be relevant, rather than, oh, this is a post, Fran wrote about her kid's birthday, which might be a lovely post, but that's not going to get as many link backs as, you know, a guide to X, Y, and Z. So hopefully that makes sense. So some examples of evergreen content are how-tos, beginner's guides to whatever, or even advanced guides to answering questions. So your frequently asked questions, or questions that people always ask you, are quite often, they could be frequently asked questions, they could be evergreen content, because if you always get asked how you make money from your blog, that's the ways you make money from your blog are probably the way other people do as well, and so it's quite good evergreen content. Curating content as, like, you know, 20 bloggers tell me their top tip, that is evergreen content. So yes, that blogger's tip might change in 5 years to come, but it was still relevant then, and people are still going to get a value from that tip at that time, so and in the future. So it is evergreen content. Case studies, so you could write a case study on how I grew my Pinterest following from 100 to 1 million in a week. And even if you're on 5 million, you know, 3 years down the line, people still want to know about that, because that, you know, the 100 to 1 million is amazing. So people are still going to want to know about that initial surge in traffic. You could do a definition, so you could do a blog, you know, a blogger's, I did an A to Z of blogging once, so it's like a definition post. So you're just writing down lots of terms for whatever niche you're in and explaining those terms. That will be an evergreen piece of content. Quite often list posts can be evergreen. And people like to use lists a lot of the time. Best practice, so you can have a sort of best practice post, and that would be an evergreen post. You could also use things like checklists. They are really good, and they're a really good way of actually doing a content upgrade as well as a checklist. That's probably the most popular content upgrade you can do, and by content upgrade I mean something that people can pop their email address in to receive a download, like a checklist. So if you've done, you know, meal planning for the week, someone could pop their email address in at the bottom and get your meal planning template. They get a template, they get a content upgrade, and you get their email address. So checklists are proven to be probably the most popular content upgrade there is. So that's it really. I just wanted to answer that question, and just, you know, remember that evergreen content is really, really powerful, and it's well worth investing the time in it to create that content, because it will last a long time on your blog, and it will be a much stronger source of traffic than non-evergreen content can be. So if you want to also increase your blog's visibility and traffic, please join me on my free training, which is Let's Get Visible. Starts on the 10th of April, and I'm going to work with you and a team of other bloggers for 5 days. It's going to be just about 15 minutes a day is all it's going to take you. If you can't watch the live training, that's not an issue. You can catch it on replay. I'll also be sending out email lessons every day, so you can really fit it in with your life, but it's going to show you how to basically make the most of what you've got, not working, you know, all hours God sends, but just being really strategic and clever about the content that you create to get maximum visibility and maximum traffic. So more bang for your buck. So if you'd like to join Let's Get Visible, save your spot below. There's a link there. The link is youbabymemommy.com/visible. If you like this video, please give it the thumbs up, and subscribe would be amazing. And I hope to see you inside Let's Get Visible. Don't forget, it's free. See you soon. Bye.